Hi, y'all. This is episode 4 of the planting corn for continuous harvest experiment. So, this is episode 4, so it's the 5th week into it. Okay. Now, I started out with planting one corn seed inside of starter pots, and I've got the 4th row laid out already, ready to plant. Now, if you recall in episode 3, the deer went in and ate the top of the leaves of my episode 3 corn plants. So this is episode 4, and this is just 1 week of growing corn in these starter pots. Okay, and I just put one seed in at a time. So I'm going to lay them out in this line, and this is the east to west line. So if you see, the sun is up there, right? It's up there somewhere, right behind the clouds over there. And if you look at the shadow, that's the east-west line right there. Okay, see that? Now you could also use, like an empty pot to lay down that east-west line. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the spots where the corn didn't do too good, and get it planted. Oh yeah, let me show you this deer fence. Hang on, I'm going to get out of here. Soil's really soft. I have to lay down sticks and stuff to walk on it, otherwise I'll sink right to the bottom. But I built the fence. I think this is like maybe 6-foot chicken wire fence right here. And I've got another 2 feet on top of it right there. I'm gonna run some more around the perimeter. I don't want to risk losing this experiment right here, because the theory behind it is continuous harvest. You know, it takes about 12 weeks. Well, about 14 weeks, 15 weeks for the corn to come to harvest. So if I plant for 3 months, 3.5 months, and I start harvesting, I planted this in June. I'm gonna go ahead and say June 1st, the first row in June 1st. So we're now going into July. So this is the 4th week planting. Okay, now it takes a week for the seed to get ready to plant in the starter pot. So if I plant for 14 weeks, right? All of June, July, and all of August, going into mid-August, 2 weeks into August. So I'd go from August, September, October, November, almost into December, and have corn every week. That's the whole plan behind this. Planting for continuous harvest. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I've calculated it out. Everything's gonna run into my sugar beets right here. You know, this whole area right here. You know, I've got 8 or 10 more plantings to go, and it's gonna run into my sugar beet patch right here. And you know, my whole plan is to try to have food in the ground every day of the year, edible food. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna play this out. If it does work, I'll plant for 7 or 8 months, this whole area, to have a continuous harvest all the way through for about 7 or 8 months. You know, plant in March and just keep the cycle going all the way through August in this whole area right here. 10 at a time. All right, I got to get these planted. I'm gonna plant some more zucchini in here. The deer are just tearing everything up. They figured out how to lift the bottom of the fence up and just go underneath, and it's a whole mess. And there it is right there. See it? That deer right there? I just heard him. But it's a good experience to learn how to keep the scavengers out of the garden. All right, see y'all later. I got to get this planted.